What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know how we do it. Back on the boxing grind today, hitting the ground running. A lot of good boxing content. But Pedro Diaz, you guys might remember him for training Miguel Cotto for the Floyd fight. And I never seen Miguel Cotto better than that, other than training with his uncle post Margarito hand wrap fight. Cotto credits Freddie Roach for reviving his career. I think he looked no better, post Margarito fight and since leaving his uncle and training with Pedro Diaz. He had him in tip-top shape. Cotto was looking good. He had the perfect game plan for Floyd. And why Cotto left him, I don't understand why. He was a way better coach for Cotto than Freddie Roach. I don't care what Cotto says. Cotto never looked as good as he did since then training with Freddie Roach. Let's just keep it real. But we know he trains Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux is one of the best fighters in the world, one of the most skilled fighters we ever seen. And he says, Pedro Diaz says that the Nonito Donaire fight will be tougher than the Vasyl Lomachenko fight for Rigondeaux. He says they put it all on the line in this training camp. Everybody in the team, contributed to, building their champion and Grimo Rigondeaux. And he said he don't care what Bob Arum says, basically. He said, F what Bob Arum talking about. He says that they going to get the job done, and they gonna smash this guy, Lomachenko. And they sound very confident that they had a perfect game plan to upend Lomachenko. And I'll be lying if, his words don't kind of rattle me in my pick a little bit. And I'm going to keep it real with you. This dude don't BS around, man. This dude is a real straight shooter. He's going to have a perfect game plan for Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux is going to have the perfect plan. You putting two boxing masterminds together, and you should get a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? And Lomachenko, his corner is not no slouch. His dad trains, the top Ukrainian fighters over here in the United States as well. Usyk, that's the cruiserweight. He trains, in Lomachenko. So let's not get it twisted. He knows what he's doing, and he's built the champion from the ground up in Vasyl Lomachenko and gave him a little bit of American, style, mixed with some European traits. But, they said they feel like, they gonna do the business. They gonna do the Watusi on Lomachenko come December 9th. And who am I to tell them different, this guy, like I said, he don't BS around, man. He had Cotto looking like a mean green fighting machine, man, with Floyd. If he gave Floyd all he wanted, and so bad that Floyd went to go make up with his daddy and told his daddy to come back to his corner, and that was huge. This guy had the perfect game plan for how to fight Floyd. He always have a good game plan for Rigondeaux. And why more guys don't go train with this guy, it just blows my mind. But the reason why, a lot of guys don't want to train with those Cuban fighters, it's not the language barrier. We seen the language barrier, get destroyed, with Buddy McGurf and Sergey Lipinets and Pacquiao and Freddie Roach in the beginning. You seen the language barrier, broken. It's a simple fact that this guy demands greatness out of you. It's a simple fact that he worked the dog shit out of you. And you're not going to BS him. He's a disciplinarian. A lot of guys like Cotto like to have just to use him as an example, like to have the friendly relationship, like the players coach relationship. They want the nice guy. They don't want the disciplinarian that's going to make him work. Because we remember Miguel Cotto was his uncle. His uncle was working his ass out. That's when Cotto was the mean Cotto. That's when he was at his best. And a lot of guys don't want that discipline no more. And a lot of guys, they don't want to pay a motherfucker neither. But a lot of guys, they don't want that discipline. They don't want that hard, somebody to demand the most out of them. And that's factual based. And that's what Diaz is going to demand the most out of Rigondeaux. They're going to have a good game plan. And Lomachenko going to have his hands full. If this guy says the Nonito Donaire fight is going to be tougher and they're going to make the Lomachenko fight look easy, then, please show me. And I believe him. He believes that because he don't BS around. And they must have the keys and the secret how to beat Lomachenko. And it's going to be this fight is going to be interesting, man. I'm definitely looking forward to this fight. Definitely not doing nothing this weekend, but trying to watch this fight. I'm not trying to go to the Nino. I'm not trying to go to I don't go to clubs. No way. I ain't got to work. So, for sure. This is going to be an epic affair, man. This is going to be history in the making. Two-time gold medalist squaring off. And Diaz laying the gauntlet down. And Donaire was the tough opponent, man. That left hook was an issue to take away. And they took it away. The only reason Nonito Donaire ended up knocking down Rigondeaux because he held him by the head. And he had to hold him in place just to hit him. A lot of people missed that fact. And when I seen the knockdown, I said he had to hold him to hit him. He didn't even hurt Rigondeaux. But we'll see. Nonito Donaire was a monster. He just met his match in Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux wrecked him emotionally and physically in the ring. We can see if he do the same to Lomachenko come December 9th. We gone.